going on today, Dylan?
Oh, we're getting ready to go out and go shoot a big buck.
Yeah, Youth Weekend 2018. It's October, what is it today? 27th. And Dylan's Youth Weekend. And we're climbing up a mountain. We got a big nor'easter coming in this morning. And hopefully we get up there. We're going to hunt until maybe 1 or 2. And the storm's supposed to be starting then. We're supposed to get a little snow, a little rain. We're bringing old Betsy up. Sitting in a tent blind. It's kind of windy right now. But the deer activity is already proven to be pretty good. We had a deer out here in front of the gate. About 100 yards from us here. And stood up there and watched us while we got ready to get dressed and head up the mountain. We got about an hour walk up to the tent blind. It's already getting colder. It's a lot colder here than it was down at the house. So, but the activity is going to be moving pretty decent, I think. So we'll get Dylan up there, sit in the tent blind until we freeze our butts off, and then we might go for a walk, warm up. But we'll see if we can get something. Be his first buck if he gets one. He definitely wants to get a buck, so this is a place to do it.
Just go out there, get something good.
Yeah?
See what happens.
You excited, Dylan?
Oh, I'm ready to go. I'm pumped. I've been pumped since 2 o'clock this morning. I've been pumped since 2 o'clock this morning 3 weeks ago.
Dylan's the first youth hunter I've ever had that I didn't have to go and wake up. I was out getting breakfast ready at 3 o'clock this morning. He pops his head out, and big grin on his face. He's all ready to go. He wanted to run out the door then, but I had to feed him first and do all our getting ready to go stuff. So we'll be with you as soon as we get to the tent block. Well, it's about 31 degrees out, and it just started to spit snow. We seen a red-tailed hawk this morning, and we had one deer standing in the road where we parked the truck. So far we haven't seen anything. Deer should be moving today because of the storm coming in, but so far we haven't seen anything. Didn't blow anything out on the way up the mountain, so that's a good thing, I guess. Kind of windy. We got probably 20-mile-an-hour gusts. It's not too bad in the tent blind though. We have our hand warmers in and our foot warmers, so our feet are nice and warm. Dylan over there staying warm. So it's about 8:30 now. I expect to see deer between now and 10. And tomorrow's supposed to be drizzly and no wind per se, 5 mile an hour, so that'll be a lot better maybe. We'll do a little moving around. Sit in the tent blind for a bit, then move around late morning. So Youth Hunt 2018 is underway. Now let's just see if the deer are going to cooperate with us. Alright, so here it is. It's Youth Weekend 2018 times 2. Day 2, Sunday. Cut a track on the way in. It wasn't a monster. had come out, kind of crossed the road, walked down the road, and then cut right back in towards here, towards the tent blind. So we're in here. In a little bit we're going to do a grunting sequence, because it's almost Halloween. So the deer should be in pre-rut right now and be pretty antsy. He looks like he was wandering and looking, so we were going to cut his track, but the snow's kind of melting fast. I didn't want to get halfway out on the track looking for him and have the snow disappear. So this morning, when we were in the tent blind, Dylan had spotted a deer coming down through the woods. He basically just saw the back body going down through a fairly even clip. And I'm looking for him everywhere. I didn't see him. I know he was there. And this is before Dylan had his nap. Deer kind of came down and disappeared. Well, the deer weren't very far from the tent blind. Actually, he was probably at one point was in range, but he was down behind a hummock, so we couldn't see him. And then he turned and he came back out where we are now, on the back side of the power lines. And he fed for a long time. It looked like he was going to bed, but then the snow started to melt and getting a whole bunch of blackberries and stuff, and I really couldn't follow the track, so we kind of decided that he's going to come back through probably at some point this evening. So we found a trail where he's been using. He cut across it twice, once going in and then once coming out. So we're kind of set up here, right on a power line. We're up on a knob overlooking where the trail is. It's down probably 40 yards. We're going to sit here for the evening, or as long as we can stand ourselves and not freeze, and see if we can catch something coming across the top piece of this power line. If not, we'll work our way back to the truck, get in, warm up, head home. I'll take Dylan home for the night. That'll be it for youth season 2018. So far, Dylan, what do you think about this weekend? How'd we do?
Well, there's no deer in the truck yet. So I think we've done too good.
We've seen deer.
We've seen deer. That's
both days.
That's huge.
And on this mountain, seeing one deer is like seeing 100. The one thing that Dylan and I really like about this spot is there's a lot of spots in this part of the state. We're in the western part of the state, Midwest, mid-height in the state. There's a lot of places here we can go and set up, and we can get run over by people all day long. We're not going to get run over by people up here. We may not get a buck, we might not even get a doe, we might not get a deer, but we're seeing a few. It's amazing up here. It's beautiful. It's what hunting to me is all about, is being up and away and out of these little, everybody hunts in these little suburbs and everything. Nah. I'd rather not get one and hunt there in city town. Nope. And I think Dylan feels the same way. He's throwing snow at me. He wants me to be quiet so the deer will come. Anyways, so we really like it, hunting these kind of places. He chose a spot, I set it up. So far I'm not the greatest guide because I haven't got him his boona, but These mountains are tough. The deer are smart. A lot smarter than any city deer is.
I'll tell you what though, I'll give you a good quality of a guide.
Yeah.
If the guide can set up a good camp, make good breakfast, and bring you to a spot with deer, that's a win.
Especially when it's free.
It's free.